I imagine you've heard of Sierra Leone. Something about war, about poverty, or child soldiers and amputations. Maybe you've heard of Charles Taylor and blood diamonds. You know what? That's not surprising. The 11-year Civil War was a tragic and rightly publicized event. However, the narrow focus on a civil war which ended 10 years ago creates a distorted, overly negative picture of a country that has so many positive stories to tell. These stories star people affecting positive change, and some of them have great soundtracks. We'd like to tell one of those stories. It's about music and politics. Like the power of American folk rock of the 60s, Jamaican reggae, Nigerian Afrobeat, and British punk rock of the 70s, and the politicized hip-hop of the 80s, this music is dramatically changing the society it is singing about. We want to show, through a feature-length documentary, how Sierra Leone's young musicians are bringing human rights and democracy to the front lines of public opinion through club-shaking, body-moving music. Sierra Leone's musicians are fusing the older melodies of buju and highlife with the modern thump of dancehall and hip-hop. Their lyrics are bringing corrupt politicians to account, keeping the public informed of their rights, and preserving the peace. We want to tell this story now because Sierra Leone is having a general election in November. There's no better time to capture the way in which the country's current music can be a force for positive change, as well as an outlet for a frustrated electorate. More generally, I want to tell this story because I lived in Sierra Leone for 2 years training local journalists and making documentaries that were aired across North America. My name is Crompton. I'm a professional filmmaker living in Vancouver, Canada. Our team consists of Abu-Bakarr Jalloh, a Sierra Leonean journalist and producer, Garrard and Gillespie, award-winning filmmakers in their own rights, and Abu-Bakarr, our director of communications. We need your help in getting this story told. We're asking you to be a part of this production. You can pre-buy a DVD for $25 or contribute more to receive perks like a private screening or even an executive producer credit. You'll receive a charitable tax receipt for your investment. It's going to take $50,000 to produce this documentary. There will be 3 fundraising pushes: $25,000 for pre-production and production, $20,000 for post-production, and $5,000 for distribution. We'll keep you up to date on where we are and when we reach these goals. We'd also love you to become involved in getting the word out about this project. If you believe in it, then please share it on your social media channels. It'll really help us a lot. During an interview for an earlier news piece I produced, a member of parliament in the Sierra Leonean government told me something that has stuck with me. He told me that in Sierra Leone, the musicians are the official opposition. This, then, is the story of Sierra Leone's official opposition, its musicians. A decade ago, they may have picked up guns to express their frustration. Now, they pick up mics.